Hi everyone, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing great and you've had some time to try and set up your automation. We're almost there, it's amazing, it's already the last day of our workshop and I hope you got a ton of value. As usual, you should have received an email this morning with a template and recommendation to write the follow-up email. If you have any question concerning this email, stay until the end of this training. There will be a Q&A as usual, and I really want to make sure I answer all of your questions. So today we're going to be talking about testing and measuring your sequence. So I would really appreciate it if you could click the button in the corner and hit the invite all followers button, so that everyone who needs to hear this can join us. So the next step in the process is testing. And the last few steps really about testing and measuring are really making sure that all of this is going to come together. Okay, so we want to be 100% sure everything's working, both on desktop and on mobile. And I don't just mean the links, because often images and formatting and even your order forms, some of those things don't look great on mobile, okay? So you want to make sure that you are testing those things thoroughly and make sure everything works. Nothing worse than obviously launching a campaign and finding out that it was just a link that just didn't work and you're losing so much because of this. Nothing puts off a customer more than a broken link or something that's going wrong in the process, because it can really throw off the trust that you have with them. So you want to ensure that each of these things work. Links, images, display on mobile, etc. All of these should be taken care of. And you want to add your actual self as a contact. In your CRM system, in your marketing automation campaign, as an actual contact. Actually, add yourself to the sequence. Send yourself all emails and test all of the links that are working. Okay. Check all of the text and test all of the forms, both on desktop and on mobile, to make sure everything is good. Because the primer sequence depends upon those links being able to be clicked and you being able to know and to discern when and who has collected those. The conversion campaign is dependent upon either them making a sale, which means the order form has to be tested and it works. Okay? So test and actually buy your product yourself. Do a test purchase and check that. Make sure any fulfillment that you need to trigger off after that, like delivery for example, also works. And then probably what you could do is use Grammarly to double check all your copy. So sometimes there may be a mistake somewhere that you're not seeing. So you can use Grammarly, it's very useful. Okay, so you want to make sure that everything is working fine and it looks fine, it reads fine. Read it out loud. Read each one of those emails out loud so it makes perfect sense. Sounds simple, but amazingly some people don't actually do it. Okay, so now we can probably move on to measuring and campaign success. Now, this is something, let me check this. This is something that some people don't do really well, and they don't necessarily know how to do it in terms of looking at the effectiveness of any given campaign. Most people launch their campaign, see how many sales they make, and that's it. But there are important metrics that you need to look at. So we want to monitor how well things are going. Okay? In this process, we want to know where people are, how many people are clicking through from our primary sequence. Well, first of all, how many people do we have in our primary sequence? From our list, what's this number? You need to know this number. How many people have clicked and are now in the bucket of we're going to follow them up to put them into the conversion sequence? And then how many people have actually scheduled a call or bought something from us. Then, how many people are in our welcome campaign. That way, then we can start doing some very simple math to understand how it performs. So finally, are we ringing the bell that it was great? What was the conversion? And then we can look at how many people got here and look at the percentage of conversion from the people from the list. And that's really, really helpful for you. So I can tell you that if I was doing it maybe as part of ConvertKit or MailChimp, it would be very easy to find. The dashboard is easy to use on most platforms. So I'll just explain this really quickly. So when we look at reporting, there are two key things that we look at. Number one, what is the status of any given contact? They can only be in one status. Somebody can't have the status of being in the primer sequence and also be converted or customer sequence. Does that make sense? They can only be in one because they move from one to the next. But what we also want to track is the history. We also want to know what they did or didn't do through the marketing automation. Obviously, someone who is consuming your content regularly will be more inclined to buy your project. So tracking this could help you identify the type of content that works best. When reading your metrics, if you notice that a good amount of leads stops opening your emails at a specific point, check the content of this email and try to improve it so that your leads go through the whole sequence. I'm not going to go super deep into it, but we always track history of where they come from so we know what's actually happened and where your best leads come from. And so we want to set up some simple dashboards. Get the metrics in front of you. Now, this could be set up, as I mentioned, inside ConvertKit or MailChimp or Infusionsoft. I know a lot of you use those things, but it could be as straightforward as a Google Sheet. Right. So it doesn't need to be super complicated. There you go. You have your sequence from A to Z. Now, if you've made it to this point in the workshop, you have created a very effective email sequence that will convert your leads into customers, but you may be wondering, how do I fill the sequence with new leads on a regular basis? Well, I want to share with you my Magnetic Business Academy that will help you generate leads, both high in quality and quantity. As an online entrepreneur, you know that a successful lead generation engine is what keeps the sequence full of sales prospects while you sleep. The Magnetic Business Academy shows you exactly how to create content that will drive high-quality organic traffic to your projects and convert readers of your content into customers for your business with automated systems. Now, when I'm saying content, I'm talking about high-quality content that will build trust with your audience and make them want to know more about you. Here, what you will get in the Academy. You get access to my two courses, the Magnetic Blueprint and the Winning Sales Funnel. This is a complete professional training on content creation and inbound marketing. This is the exact training I used to give to my clients when I used to do consulting. So inside the Magnetic Blueprint, you will learn all the basic principles of inbound marketing in order to use them right. You will be able to create a professional strategy that includes every piece of the puzzle. You will have access to a step-by-step guide to uncover your ideal prospect needs, desires, and the reason why they buy from you. You will be able to generate top quality content with my 3-step process so that you can come up with a predictable flow of original, high quality and relevant content ideas. I'll share with you the exact method I use and give you real-life examples that you can use for your own business. Then inside the winning sales funnel, you will learn how to create a lead magnet that speaks to your audience's hearts. A lead magnet that is so good that your prospects trust you and want more from you. There is no magic trick, just a professional method that you can use for your own business. And then you will set up your sales sequence. This is not your email sequence. We've already done that during the workshop. Your sales sequence is everything from attracting your new leads to selling your projects. The email sequence is actually the last part of this process. You learn to set up your landing pages, thank you pages, and more on platforms such as MailChimp and ConvertKit. And you'll learn everything about copywriting and how to talk to your audience so that they listen and take action. This will be used in all your page copy, and you can take advantage of it for all your other content creation efforts. So you'll get access to the whole system to grow your business with lead generation and conversion from A to Z inside the Academy. Actually, I made this Academy so that you don't need to look for one more course in order to have a marketing campaign that works. This is all you need to run your business online. And of course, you'll have access to our support group to ask all your questions and get feedback. Now, for those of you who joined the Academy before Sunday midnight, there will be some amazing bonuses. You will have access to a weekly marketing call and Q&A and a monthly planning session together. We will work on your content together every month. This way you will be 100% sure that your marketing strategy is on point, and you will get my feedback every month. Also, still, if you sign up before Sunday midnight, you will have access to the recordings of the workshop for free. So if you didn't get enough time to implement everything you learned, you will be able to go through it again at your own pace. Now, as I really want to focus on those of you who decide to join the Academy, and I want to make sure you get the best results, I will close the enrollments on Thursday, March 30th. Then we will be able to work together on your business. After this date, you won't be able to join the Academy until I reopen it. But as of today, there is no set date because my focus will be on helping those of you who join us. So if you want all the details about the Magnetic Business Academy and how to create the complete system that will generate sales on automatic for your business, just click the link in the description. Now, if you have any question regarding anything from the workshop or the Academy, go ahead, you can ask in the comments. I will be reading every comment and give you the answer. I hope you got value during this week. I have no doubt about it. I will be available inside the group if you need me. Have a great day. I'll see you inside the Academy.